There wasn't really a job description for what I wanted to do. You know, people don't hire storytellers, much less adventure storytellers. That was my dream. I mean, I was that 6-year-old kid you'd see with his face buried in National Geographics. I knew there was magic in life on the road. I loved climbing, I loved being outside. I would load all this stuff up into my car, leave the city, and I'd spend a couple months out on the road, and then I'd come back home and I'd write it all down. But I wound up with all these stories I'd gathered from my time on the road, and I couldn't sell them anywhere. I was about to give up when I had this realization that nobody was gonna give me this job. I had to go create it. Once I realized that, it was like the horizon opened up. I started a radio show in my closet. I went on to make films. We found our community. It's 7 years later, and I'm still basically doing the same thing. I go hit the road, and I go spend time with the people that inspire me in places that inspire me. That process has come full circle, right back to where my dream started. When National Geographic asked me to help with Adventures of the Year, the 6-year-old boy in me kind of chuckled. We pulled together 10 incredible stories, 10 incredible feats from people who live life on their own terms. I think it can be easy to put these people up on a pedestal, to think of them as heroes or almost superhuman. And while talent plays a role in these people's feats and their successes, it's not what makes their ideas a reality. It's grit, creativity, passion, kindness, and love. That's the human spirit. I know in my heart I could be an Adventure of the Year, but that's not what I want to do. I want to tell stories, spend as much time as I can outside, and pass that love for it along to my son. My struggles to make my dreams a reality have taken just as much commitment as paddling into a big wave or climbing a peak in the Karakoram. There's a lot of ways to take risks in life. That's the magic of it. I know this. You have to do the thing that makes you tick. You have to do it on a daily basis. You have to do it unapologetically. Do it with love.
Okay, that's a great video. Don't worry if you can't understand everything. I know that the English is very fast, but I think you can understand enough to answer the questions. They're not too difficult. So, like I said, don't worry if you can't understand everything. Just watch and enjoy and try to get a feeling for what he is trying to tell you. What is he trying to say? Okay? So let's look again, just part D. You don't have to do part E or part F, just part D, just part D. So next we have some more vocabulary. So again, let's look at a PowerPoint to view, let's see, is this right? Yep, here we go. Let's look at a PowerPoint to review some vocabulary. Problem solved. So here's the PowerPoint for the part about this page. So remember we talked about adjectives. Adjectives describe a noun. So this adjective is own. And we use this my own, your own, his own. Okay? So my own company means only me is the owner. I own it alone. Or I want to write my own book. That means it is mine. Okay? So my own, your own, his own. This is an adjective. My own company, your own company. Then there are verbs. Verbs in this are action words again. We already know about that. So the verbs are enjoy. This means like, fail. I think everyone knows this already. You do not have success. Nouns. Examples are DCU, Professor J, the dog, a person, place, or thing is a noun. Contacts. This is the people that you know, the people that you met. In Korea, we often give a business card when we meet someone. Here is my card. So if you have many contacts, it's good because you can have a lot of help if you need it. Some people, like salespeople, really love to have a lot of contacts. Or if you are a doctor and somebody comes in and they are sick, but you don't know what it is, you can call another doctor. Hey, this is my contact. I know you specialize in this sickness and my patient, I don't know what's going on. Can you help me? So you can get help from your contacts. If you meet a lot of people, then it's really good. So these are just people you have met. And who do you know? Company. This is one company, Naver, or like Lotte, Daewoo, Samsung. It is a business. It's a company. Advice. This is something, information about what should I do. So can you give me advice? My dog is sick. What should I do? So maybe sometimes people give you advice, and this is tell you what you should do. Skills. These are things that you can do well. So maybe my skill is creating lessons or talking with a good, clear, loud voice. It's how you can help. What can you bring to help the company? I'm very good with computers. I can speak English well. Okay, things like this are your skills. Manager. Manager is somebody who is the boss in a company. So usually a manager helps the business flow smoothly. It helps the business flow well. So in a restaurant, the manager makes sure that all of the cooks are cooking food well, all of the servers are bringing food out. If the customer has a problem, oh, my food was not delicious, I'm not happy, the manager will talk to the customer to make the problem okay, to solve the problem. So the manager is the person who watches everything and makes sure the flow is smooth. So they're kind of like the boss, but they're not the owner. They don't own the company. They just work to be the boss and make sure everybody works well together and everything is going well. So, can you remember? What are these words? I like it. Enjoy. People I know. Contacts. In your email, maybe your email or phone, you have contacts also. What can I do well? How can I help the company? Skills. Not have success? Fail. Leader, boss. The job is to help the business flow well. It's the manager. My own. A business like Daewoo, Lotte, Samsung is a company. Information about what should I do? Advice. Okay, let's go back to the textbook. We will escape.